It's Claire Fairmont, and I'm here because I'm absolutely sickened and appalled by the Israeli attack on the aid flotilla yesterday.
And what do you think the reaction of the British people is to that?
I hope it's like mine, which is sick to the stomach and realising that if the international community lets Israel get away with this war crime, it is saying that Israel can commit genocide against the Palestinians. Israel is putting two fingers up to humanitarian law, international law, and it is saying to Europe, America, the rest of the world, we believe we can do what we like. That is why it's so terrifying and so appalling.
And some people here are calling for boycott and divestment in Israel. Would you agree with that?
I think there should be immediate cutting off of all aid, all money, all relations, so that, like with apartheid South Africa, apartheid Israel finally gets the message that it is unacceptable what they are doing in Palestine.
I'm Michael Kalmanovitz. I'm from the International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network.
And Michael, why have you come down to Downing Street today?
Well, we came straight away when we heard that the Israelis had murdered at least 10 to 19 people on the Gaza ships that are trying to bring aid to Gaza.
What do you think the general reaction from the Jewish community in London has been to the treatment of the Palestinians?
I can't speak generally for Jewish people, I have to say. I can speak for some Jewish anti-Zionist people, and I can say we're completely outraged. We are desperately upset. It's just a terrible thing that they've done.
Yes, and it was in international waters as well.
And international waters. But we know that the Israelis behave illegally. We know they behave immorally. We know that they've caused massacres, and they said they want to cause massacres. So we are absolutely against them. We want to make it clear that Israel does not speak for Jewish people. It speaks for itself. They are Zionists and they're murderers.
My name's Roger Huddle. I've come down the street today to protest at the brutal and war crime of Israel attacking the flotilla going in, taking aid to the Gaza Strip.
And that was a humanitarian aid convoy.
It's humanitarian aid, and it shows quite clearly that the Israelis want to starve the people of Gaza to death. It is their final solution for the Arab problem.
Yeah. And I think, how do you think the reaction of the British people will be to this?
You can't tell, but I think there's a real anger now because this was built up during the whole day yesterday and the whole week as the flotilla got closer, and the Israelis have acted with their absolute brutality.
And do you think that the Israelis have any right to board a ship in international waters?
They have no right to carry on their brutal campaign against the Palestinians, full stop. They've certainly got no right to send gunships and come in from helicopters to land on a peace mission inside international waters.
And what do you want the British government to do now?
Well, there should be absolute boycott on all Israeli goods. They should break diplomatic relations, and someone's got to do something about the Gaza.
Dr. Owen Murphy. I've come to Downing Street today because I think that last night's act on the high seas was an outrage.
Yes, and 20 people have died. What do you think the reaction in Britain will be to that?
I'm afraid it will be all too low key. They will be thinking of international commitments of different sorts, and they will not take any decisive action.
Yes, and what do you think the British government should do?
Compensate the flotilla!
I think they should expel the Israeli ambassador pro tem.
Yes.
Because I'm absolutely appalled by the attack on the flotilla ships which are taking aid to the beleaguered people of Gaza. Is simply unacceptable, and we want the British government to take a stand against Israel now, because it's just become unbelievably appalling. It's just a crime against humanity, and people have been killed, people have died, who are really just going there to help other people. Israel can't continue like that.
What do you think the general reaction of the British people will be to these murders?
Well, I hope that this is something which will make a lot of people stand up and actually take note and actually see what is actually happening in Palestine,
and see who is committing the crimes in Palestine, see that it isn't the Palestinians, and see that it's actually the Israelis that are doing this. The infrastructure of Gaza has been destroyed, and by the attacks last year and the end of the previous year, and so people are just trying to get something there so that the people of Gaza can repair their lives. And Israel wants to stop that, for obvious reasons.